guys, I wanted to bring you my top luxury of 2018, and I don't think you guys will be too surprised by all the items that I want to share with you guys. So if you would like to see all the luxury that I loved the most this year, please keep watching. Okay, so let's start with one that I've been wearing a ton recently, and if you watched Vlogmas, which I hope you did, this will come to no surprise. This is my Louis Vuitton monogram shawl. This is the big girl. She's very, very large. I've probably worn this scarf more in the past couple of months than I have the entire year, but for a very good reason. This is one of my favorite Louis Vuitton purchases of all time, probably. It's so soft, it's so comfortable, it is warm, but it's also lightweight. It's huge, so you can wear it a variety of ways. It's a little on the expensive side, but it's something that I will definitely have forever, and I love it. I was speaking to my cousin about this because every time she sees me with it, she's like, I want that scarf, maybe I'll get it pre-loved. This is one of the things that I would probably discourage you from purchasing pre-loved if you are kind of like nitpicky about things or very particular. So I've had this for probably a little under a year, and it's not messed up or anything, but it does get a more worn in look the more you wear it, and it also snags very, very easily. So because of that, I wouldn't really encourage you to buy it pre-loved, but it is something that I think is definitely worth the money, and I can't live without it. Okay, the next thing is something that you guys know that I just can't get enough of, and that is my Louis Vuitton monogram mini pochette. This is what it looks like. I purchased this pre-love, but it was actually an excellent, like pretty much new condition. It had no patina on it when I purchased it. I used this little bag probably about 80 to 90% of the time. I use it mostly as like a cosmetic case for my thinner bags, to where I can't have the dome-shaped Louis Vuitton cosmetic bag. And right now I just have lippies and a valet key and floss in there. So this kind of acts as a catch-all in my smaller type bags, and I can't live without it. Before I got it, I used to think, why in the world would someone spend so much on that? But now I know why, because it's utterly amazing. It's definitely a great buy, and I think if you were to purchase it, you would really see the use in it. Next, let's go into a little bit of Gucci. I have my Gucci Soho Disco, and this is another one of my favorite purchases of all time. I purchased this last year, I believe, as well. I got this pre-loved in really, really great condition from Fashion File, and I just really adore this bag. I think what I love most about it is that I have a color that's not so popular. I tend to like popular bags, but sometimes if I'm gonna get a really popular bag, I like to switch it up, get it in a different color, maybe change out the strap. So I was really excited when I was able to get this color. The bag is still in great condition. This is a more pliable bag, so the more you wear it and use it, it is going to lose its shape. But I love it, and I don't even care. I would probably get a purse organizer in it if it really just lost its shape. And it's looking a bit more vibrant on camera. In real life, it's a little darker and muted, but I love this baby. Okay, let's also stick with Gucci. This was another one of my favorite bags of this year. And this is none other than the Gucci Dionysus. No, the Gucci Dionysus in the small, I think. And one of my lovely YouTube buddies actually told me that Dionysus is actually the god of wine. Shout out to her, because your girl loves a good wine. But I love this bag. I mainly wear it in the summer and spring. I have not worn it since we have transitioned out of those seasons, just because I find that I like it for a juxtaposition between my very, you know, classic staple pieces in the spring and summer. This is kind of edgy for me. I do love it. It has some suede accents with a really nice hardware detail right there. Yeah, I love this bag. You can't go wrong with it. It definitely is a little heavy, and it's not something I can wear with the strap doubled over my shoulder like this, because my arm is just a little too big. But I still really adore this bag, and it is something that I can't wait to wear again when it gets a little hotter outside. It's one of my favorites. Okay, then we're gonna move on to more of like a travel piece. And this is gonna come as no surprise to a lot of you. This is my Louis Vuitton Trouse number 26, I believe, or 23. I can never get it right. But I also purchased this item pre-loved, and I got this from eBay from a Japanese seller, which I love shopping Japanese sellers. I love this little piece. It's amazing. I used it 9 times out of 10 every time I traveled. It fits everything I need inside. I use this strictly as a makeup bag, so I'm not putting skincare in it. So I might buy the larger size version to this bag. I'm not so sure. And I always keep some tweezers in it. It has this really nice lining so that if you spill anything, you can just wipe it up. This is definitely not something that you need, because for a lot of people it may not really be worth it because it's a travel piece, so you're not using it all the time. But for me, this is something I'll keep in my collection forever, and me being the Louis Vuitton collector that I am, this was something that I needed. And shout out to my girl Kelly here on YouTube. She was the first person I actually saw with that case, and she's the reason why I had to get it. Okay, next is something that you guys are probably going to recognize that I love, and it is the Neverfull pouch. I love this baby. I purchased this pre-owned from the Louis Vuitton Facebook group, which I will also link down below. I purchased it pretty much in brand new condition, and I have used it so much. I love this for the spring and summertime. If I'm going out at night, it's very carefree. If you're going to like a bar or something, you don't have to worry about having anything on your body. Everything is safe and secure in this. You do have to downsize quite a bit, but I don't mind because I love this piece so much. I have some lip glosses in here, and this is actually the lip gloss I was looking for to put into my makeup favorites video. But this is what the interior looks like, just the regular traditional red. I really love this piece, guys. I don't have a Neverfull that comes with this attachment because my Neverfull was purchased in 2008, I believe, and they were not making these. So if you do have to buy this separately, I highly recommend it. Mine is a little stretched out because I use it so much, but this is something that I would think you guys need. I just love it. It's like a larger version of a wristlet, and it's a lot bigger than the mini pochette. I wouldn't necessarily carry this as a clutch just because I am a little larger, and I think that sometimes your bags should match your stature. So that is why I love this piece, and I can't live without it. Okay, my last 2 pieces. First, this is something that I also purchased last year. Yeah, I think I got this around my birthday. This is the Louis Vuitton monogram card holder. I also purchased this pre-loved, and I believe this is maybe nearing as old as I am. It was a vintage piece for sure, but it was in excellent condition. I love this. I've always had card cases, but I never thought I needed Louis Vuitton because I'm just like, it's just a card case. You have a couple of them, like it's not necessary. But because I'm a collector, sometimes I feel like I should purchase things just to have them in my collection. And I'm so glad that I have this. It's, you know, it's kind of flashy for what it is, but it's something that I would use in this because it's very slim. I love it. I even use it in my larger bags sometimes, but this is a great starter piece, and this is something that I think everybody needs. Even if it's not Louis Vuitton, everyone needs a card holder. I think they are really essential. Okay, my last piece is none other than my Louis Vuitton pochette metis. Now, a couple of you guys have asked if I'm having any problems with this bag. I purchased this bag years ago. I'm not having any problems with it other than the strap. The glazing is starting to crack on the strap. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see that? Yeah, so you see how this is framed. And the reason why I haven't taken it to Louis Vuitton to get it repaired is because I've been enjoying using this bag so much, especially in the fall and winter time, that I don't want to have to go without it. So I think I'm going to have to buy an additional strap. I've seen a couple of them on the pre-loved market, and then send this to Louis Vuitton and then sell the one that I get back, because I honestly can't go without it. I've really been enjoying carrying this bag top handle in the fall and winter. I think for the first year or so that I got this bag, I didn't show it enough love, and now I am just all in. I love it. It's a great bag. I think it's so classic. The structure, the design, it's definitely something you can use for decades to come, and it will still be a very functional current piece. So guys, those are all of my luxury favorites for the year. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. These are honestly the items that I have used the most this year, and they're probably similar every year. I really need to work on getting more pieces in my collection that I love. I tend to get pieces that I like, but then I go back to the key items that I love. But of these things, I did get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them last year, so I guess that's good. So if you guys have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.